Hello, guys, and welcome again because
Ciao.
we just had an interview for the offering. So, if you missed that, go and check that interview out. Of course, we are going to talk also in this episode of Metal Pizza about
Yeah, I'm
certain things.
going to show my T-shirt just to let know that something has changed. So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
this is a different interview. Okay.
Like
yeah.
Super
It's
Hero.
another day.
This is
What T-shirt is it? Is
Yeah,
that
it's a normal Nirvana shirt.
okay? Because I cannot see now when I'm looking like this. Oh, now I see. Now I see. So
Yeah, no.
someone is asking if he had to show his shirt. No,
yes, of course we are going to. Okay, Pink Floyd. So what we have there? I see
More sunglasses. More sunglasses.
more sunglasses.
I have a. This is a cool shirt. This is if I no, this is a black shirt under it. I don't know if I can show it without showing my belly. It is not a good show. This is a Berlin shop. Fads. I don't know. It was too cool to not be bought. So
Yeah.
I
So
took
my
it.
shirt is this from a band Royu. That is a Finnish band. It's
Okay.
I will put them in modern metal because everything nowadays is modern metal.
We're going to check them. Now, next step is to show my nipples.
Oh, then maybe YouTube is going to say something.
Yeah.
Too revealing.
I'm not going to do that, but just imagine it.
Eros. No.
This is everything you can say in English. No.
Well, it's an important statement. No.
Of course. And it's also eros, another word to know in English.
I have to say no.
Okay.
So let's give a briefly introduction of the Valley. So who you are and what you do.
We are an Italian.
band.
We are a band. First, no, we are an. We will say an alternative alternative prog. Exactly, sort of minestrone in English. We say with when you put everything in a plate. No, a,
A melting pot.
a melting pot. No, this is a project that is a cross between metal or post metal and odd time signature, so something that has to do with prog, alternative prog, let's say. We are in four. Simone bass guitar, Mattia on guitar, Eros on voice and vocal, and Alessandro on drums. And we started with this band in the 2018. When at the time we came from another experience and with another band. We were me and Simone, and the name of the band was Diatomea. But let's talk about the new band. And we had an important gig, and our drummer wasn't available at the time, so we called Alessandro, and after that gig, we found a natural bond personally and musically. So we decided to make something new together, and so the project started to take place. At the time, we had some songs, but no voice. So we wanted to put some vocals on our songs. So we searched for a voice, and we found Eros. He had a previous experience in Humor Vitreo, is a band pretty famous when you were young in the zone in Italy. We are from Italy, near Savona, Genoa, let's say. And so he came from a grunge background. So we decided to put together some different approaches and with hoping to make Birth do something new and different.
Just to say something, I just want to wave Davide Crisafulli because he's a big friend of us, and the Valley exists because Davide introduced me to the guy. Okay, we were friends. We were singing together, and a day he told me there is a band from Cairo, Montenotte is the city where we live in. And so the Valley exists for Davide. So ciao Davide, grazie.
Thank you, Davide, for making the band becoming like it is now.
Did you want the true story?
Yeah.
Well, I stole a bassist and a guitarist to Diatomea. That's what the true story.
Okay. So a drummer stealing a guitarist and bass player. Yeah, that's quite intense.
Bad guy. He's a
Yeah.
bad guy. When you find a drummer like Alessandro, you cannot leave him alone. You have to do music with him. So
Yeah.
we were forced to make this step.
Yeah. So far you release 4 singles, and the last 3 singles were released in 2025. So what does inspire you to write those songs?
I think we can give at least 2 answers to this question. I think I can answer the musical, the instrumental part of this question, and Eros can answer the lyrical and speak about the themes on the music. I think musically, instrumentally speaking, the inspiration is an urgency, is something you have inside of you. We make music since we were teenagers. I was the first time I picked a guitar in my hand, I was 12, so a lot of time ago. 30 years, almost 30 years ago. It's something I had. I've been lucky enough to have a father and a sister that played the guitar. So to me, it was something natural to pick an instrument and try to express myself. Obviously, when you go on with the knowledge of the instrument and you grow up as a teenager, you have a lot of influences. You listen to a lot of music, and this is a way to make experience, to know people. So music is something that you don't realize it, but it is a part of yourself. Music express something through music is something natural. It is something you have to do. You need to do. So this is a way to express something of yourself, from yourself, and to share it with the world. So this is my need to do music. It is something to express something that comes from myself and my musical background.
Okay, let's try to be serious for a moment, because I do poetry since I was a teenager, and my lyrics are a transposition of my poetry, of my poems, and so I always loved literature, theater, movies or films, and cinema, and I try to explain my feelings with the lyrics, and my goal is to reach as much as people possible, just to let them say, I don't know properly what he's saying, but I feel it. And so my goal is just to let people know, oh, okay, I never think about this, but I feel what he's saying. And so it is very difficult, because I am Italian, I am not a native tongue in English, but I try just not with the grammar, but with the intention of what I say. And so my songs are not my lyrics are not really comprehensive. With the lyrics are not clear, but if you dig in, you will find something, and if you feel the same as I feel, we just touched in some way, and this is what I'm looking for. There is maybe, I don't know, the most difficult thing in the world, but we try it.
Yeah.
I was too serious, sorry.
No,
gonna
no,
show my, I'm gonna show my nipples.
I was thinking about poetry that you say that it's pretty much poetry, the lyrics. So of course, when it comes to poetry, it's not always clear the meaning. The reader needs to find the meaning.
Yeah.
There are also poetry that have them that you can really understand everything, but usually I remember from school, from the time that we had to do the paraphrase. I have no idea how it's that in English, but yeah. So we
Maybe
had to analyze the poem and
Yeah.
find what does it mean.
Yeah, I have to say it's a way to cover yourself. For example, I don't know, Montale is one of the biggest Italian and historical global poetry, and it is very simple, very easy to listen to read to, and to understand. But anytime I read to my favorite poetry from poem from him, I can't stop crying, because he really explain the moment that he's living in, and everyone could feel it, and everyone could get off his feelings. I'm not at that level of poetry, so just to cover myself, I write in a more difficult way, so nobody can understand immediately what I'm trying to say, and do what I try to explain before.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
I think in general, speaking about art in every form, even if you are try to be specific as fuck, someone can always find a different interpretation. I like what speaking about cinema, what David Lynch said. The task of the artist is not to explain what he wanted to say. The message from the opera is craft is to be interpreted from every one of ourselves in a different way. This is what makes art sharing of feelings, because through your craft you can create a link, a unique link with everyone who listen or read your craft. So it's something special and unique about art.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I,
That's
I have a
true.
lot of things to say.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, no, I have to say this. When I studied at the liceo, I don't know, the secondary school, okay, high school, my philosophy teacher, I asked my philosophy teacher what a genius was, because I'm really fascinated about smart people, about I am not, I have to say, but I'm really fascinated. And he told me that the genius is someone who can explain to people things that that people is not able to explain themselves. So if you listen to a genius, literature genius, for example, you read something and you realize that it is what it is. It is like this, and you never think about that. You never thought about that. So it's a sort of epiphany, and you realize that yeah. So this is I concentrated in it.
I think this kind of idea has something to do with art. The artist he explains what is under our nose every day, but he reach a different way of seeing it, or his correct way to describe it. And I think art, even music, has something to do with this, because when you pick I speak about guitar because I play guitar. You have always listened to an E chord when since you were a child, but your way of doing it is has to do with a different approach to music. There's a lot of little things that makes your vision of that particular chord in the unique. So even giving a vision, a view, your view of the obvious in another way, the different way is art, is unique. It's interesting, a really interesting
Yeah,
topic.
yeah.
we can
Yeah.
talk in Italian would be easier to talk about this, but I think the message is came
Yeah,
through.
yeah. You know what I say about music? I always say that I always say that music is poetry for the soul.
Yeah.
I like to use
Very,
that term, kind of.
I think is interesting because poetry is very powerful and can touch some inner feelings that only poetry can touch. But music has a different layer of touching your inner feelings because music in some way is immaterial, is airy, isn't you can't touch it unless you have
Just like Italian cuisine.
something like that. So you have two different levels of emotions with music. This is something very special. I agree with your
Yeah,
definition.
yeah,
For example, have you ever felt goosebumps? Listen to music, and they say that not everyone could feel these goosebumps, and it's called something like frisson. It's a French word that it means that you can feel music inside yourself, and your skin will explain it. Not everyone could feel it, but I think that the four of us could feel it, and we try to make goosebump other people with our music.
yeah, yeah.
Is our poet.
Yeah, so of course
Our
we
favorite
expect a
favorite.
more poetry notion coming out of this episode of Metal Pizza.
Of course.
um,
But
oh,
he's a philosopher, so ask him everything because it's
okay, okay. So we have a poet and philosopher.
And, your own risk. If you wanna to to ask something to Mattia at your own risk.
No, no. You can ask anything, everything, anything.
Yeah, but where did you record the album?
Uh, this was this was a
Not the
pretty
album, the song. Sorry,
the
I just.
single. Oh, no problem. We understood. This was an hard choice because we decided to make every step of the recording by ourselves. So it was to be specific. I managed to record. Obviously, every one of us played their parts. So bass, drums, vocals, and guitars. But I obviously I started with since I was a kid. I tried to record something that I played because I've always been fascinated with these kind of things, and so it became something natural to me to go in that direction because we had with the previous bands some experience recording in the studio, but somehow the result wasn't was I had in mind. I have a pretty clear idea of my music and how I want it to sound. So I tried with the trial and error, but I tried to make this route by myself. I obviously try to make some course and to have a technical background on this. I currently I'm learning about this process, but we decided to go by to make it through a do-it-yourself approach. We think it is a pain sometimes because you do this trying to match this passion with all your work and private life duties, but obviously it can be a very rewarding process because I think that our music in a good or bad way sounds like our music, and so this is I think this has a big part to in the attempt to be original, to be different. So we try to make this, and we hope to to reach the goal.
Yeah, So everybody now that is watching this episode, go and check now the Valley songs right now. Or well, after
Follow-
the episode.
follow
Watch
us.
the whole episode
Follow
and then
us
listen
on
to their
Instagram.
music.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes, follow us on Instagram, thevalley.band. Not the Canadian one, but the Italian one band. Oh, the Canadian, I don't talk bad about the Valley because they don't exist anymore. So so the Valley from Italy is here. So let's say something silly because we're too serious and we're too Simona wants to say something. Something like no, I don't know.
No.
We cannot say Simone is a yes man.
Even if he said no. So
Of course.
yeah.
He's a no man.
A no yes man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're going to release a new single at the beginning of 2026. I know that you cannot tell much, but you have been working with pretty big names for the new single. So can you tell us more?
Yes, this is something big for us that has happened through Volcano Records, our label, that made the link to the other side of the ocean, and we reached the Los Angeles and the States, and the person of Fab Grossi, which is a pretty important name in the US. He has worked with Red Hot Chili Peppers, Steve Vai, Alice Cooper, so pretty big name. Mark Tremonti. When we were talking about my guitar tone, he said something like, "I had this problem also with Mark Tremonti." I was like, it is pretty strange to be to be put near some big names, and
I have to say, he works with Red Hot Chili Peppers and all the same, and the Valley too.
from now on he would he can say I have worked with the Valley. So this process was something different from our do-it-yourself approach of our first 3 singles. This is a totally different approach. We managed to do a co-production. So we started from the pre-production state of the song. He rearranged some part of some sections of the song to make it more incisive, to be to hit more directly, and so we recorded with under his supervision by ourselves, and then he mixed the song that now is under the hands of Peter Doyle, which is a great mastering engineer that has worked with a lot of people from Miles Davis to Marilyn Manson. So we hope to have something to give to our fan base, something different, a different take on our music. The music is obviously our composition, but under a different skin, a different point of view, and we hope to be to have make something different and interesting. We hope so.
Yeah, so we need to wait still for a moment and then we will listen to what you did with this new song. So yeah,
I have to say that Peter Dole also worked with the Valley, just to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can imagine. This is the top of his career.
Who is Miles Davis beside Valley Band? Obviously.
But you are going to be a big name, so yeah.
We hope so.
Not with this type of songs of music, but okay.
Well, you never know.
Maybe in Finland, I don't know. Not in Italy.
You never know. Everything can happen. Just work in progress. So
no, I have to say that Fab told us a very interesting thing. He told us that during this current period, in this moment of time, I don't know, it is not important what you look like, how old are you, with the kind of music that you do. It is not a part of it is not a part of the show. But if you do something that people like, this is the period of the historical period in which you can reach someone and just do your music. So it doesn't import if you have if you are 15 or 70 years old, or if you are from Italy, if you are from Finland, or I don't know. And that's it. That's our occasion, our last occasion.
Yeah. Also it's not the last occasion, because you are I think that you are a few years older than me, maybe, so you are in your 40s.
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
want to talk about our age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are still all young.
Yeah. Young
Maybe
and beautiful.
when you start to be in your 70, it starts to going to be a bit harder,
Yeah, but
more
take a
on
look
your
at Rolling
body.
Stones. Take a look at Rolling Stones, that they are in their 80s.
Yeah, still rocking.
Yeah. So we are young and beautiful.
Yeah, so everything is perfect.
We have
It's the
beautiful
right
faces.
moment. So let's talk about your background as musicians. So when did you start to play and sing? So when everything started, the love for the music.
My love for the music comes from my parents. We used to do some trip in car trip, road trip, and my father listened to Italian songwriters, just like, I don't know, Fabrizio De André, Lucio Battisti, Francesco De Gregori. It's a completely different kind of music, but I start my love with the music for the music this way. Then I always love to sing. I find some music cassette, MC. I don't know if it's correct. Okay, music cassette. I was 8 or 9 years old, and I used to sing to other song, Italian songwriter, changing the lyrics. And so this was is my and my first gig, live gig, was at the high school concert, Christmas concert. So I was 15 years old, and it's more than 30 years that I am on the stage. I am on the stage and trying to do something good, and I succeeded.
That's the main point.
My experience started with my approach to music was I've been lucky enough to have my father. He was a guitar player when he was young. He made something like a comedian with his friends when he was younger, with a guitar, classical or acoustic guitar, and making some humor with music. So I grown up with a guitar in my house, around my house. Also, my older sister, I have two sisters. My older sister played guitar, and so an instrument was always around my house to be picked up. I took some lessons, but with an atypical and not so theoretical point of view from a guy that was a metalhead, and introduced me to metal music. To Metallica was my first love, and from then my love for music has always had to do with the guitar. To me, music in some way needs to have a guitar. I started from Metallica, metal, and then I remember when Eros talked about his car trip with his parents. It was something like that also for me. I remember when with the audio cassette, when I listened to a lot of music that I didn't know even the name of the bands at that time, but then I discovered that band were Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. So there's a lot of background that if you have it in your DNA when you are young, then something it's a seed. You put it in and now when you even don't realize it, it will grow in yourself a love for music. So it's very important to be. I'm not a father, but I have to nip you, and it's important to give some musical ideas to young people because it is important. It's a form of art and something that you can bring with you through all of your life. So it's
True.
I come from by not a musician family, and I want to always play instrument, bass guitar, and I grew up myself alone with no family, musician family. Yes.
Okay. I was 13, and my cousin gave me a music cassette. That was the Black Album. Was the Black Album? Whoa, what was that? Oh, well, 2 years ago, my pubic hair grows, and I stopped to listen Metallica. Well, and okay, I grow with other bands. I grew up with the Rage Against the Machine. I grew up with Incubus. I grew up with other band, Limby, 36 Fists, Korn, and that's my background. When after many years, I start to play punk rock, and now I play. No, no, wait, no. Many years later, I discovered Tool and prog. Oh wow! Oh wow! What's that?
A new
And,
word.
A new word. I start to study odd timings, and that inspired me. That was more
Interesting, challenging.
more challenging. Yes.
but I think oftentimes you see you talk about odd time signatures as something like a challenge. I don't see it that way. I think that nature is not in 4/4. If you listen to a bird singing or the sound of the rain, every suggestion that you have around you isn't in 4/4. For me, it was something natural. I listen to some music, different music. Picking up the guitar, I started to write something, and later I realized that it wasn't in 4/4. I'm not the only one that has a theoretic knowledge about music. Is our drummer, is Alessandro. I always try to approach music, the rhythmical kind, the approach to music in a melodic way. I always try to find a melody that matches the rhythm, the signature, the time signature of the song. So to me is something that comes from inside. Really is something natural. And to me, at one point, standard time signatures was a limitation. So to me, it's very natural. Hope that this translates into music that this sounds natural. But I think for all of us, it's something that really has to do with our creativity. It's 4/4 is a barrier, and we wanted to go beyond this barrier.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, the Valley, it was the first step to improve myself, and we are
As
here.
a musician.
Yes, to improve my
It's a little bit emotive.
Alessandro forgot to wave his very big, great friend Danny Carey from Tool. They are they are friends, good friends.
Yes. We go to eat pizza yesterday. Yes.
Let's talking about metal pizza. I don't know if you okay.
Do you know how
Coincidence.
to read the? Do you know how to read the notes on the pentagram? Do you know how to read music or?
Myself, I can read the pentagram like a baby, a 8-year baby. I don't write my music at all.
Yeah, yeah.
at one point I started to when I had an idea and I wanted to fix it, or I can or sing it to a phone and to fix some rhythmical ideas, or there was a time when I started tried to write something with the shape of notes, but that weren't at all correct writings. It's
Yeah.
only to try to memorize something that otherwise I cannot write. So I am totally not trained with the theory. I know only something about scales chords. When I was 12 years old, I had some basic training about these topics, but my knowledge is very, very limited. I don't know if the only one is Alessandro, the drummer.
No, well, to study drums, you have to learn all the vocabulary of the pentagram, the note, the chrome, the semichrome. You have to study that. It's an important step, basically step. Well, I study in a lot of year, but if you gave me a pentagram, I can't today to live read and play drums together. It's more difficult. Maestro.
But he knows what he's doing. He knows if time signature is odd. I have to count it, and I don't have some background. Alessandro knows it.
Yeah.
Teacher, the teacher. Teacher many years ago, Walter Calloni in Milano, a great teacher, say me, you don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sing, tap to pa to ti to pa. It's another approach, more and more simple that count like number, but
Yeah.
exactly like math, because drum is math font. And he learned to me to sing.
I think that this naive approach is something that brings you to a different place. I remember an interview to Adam Jones from Tool, one of my idols, that he had.
Hi Adam, how are you? We had a pizza last day.
He told that he had been trained with if I don't remember wrong, he had a violin teaching when he was a classical approach to music, and he said that to play your music you have to learn everything and then forgot everything to make your own music. I think this is true. There was a time when I was obsessed with the theory, and I thought that to be a good player I had to learn everything and to be able to play and know everything. Going on with my white hairs, I understood that a different approach out of your route is something that can go to bring you to original places, unique places. So I embraced my ignorance and lived with it.
I just wanted to say, not white hair, no hair.
Not too white. I only have some in the bird, but not in the air. So the only way to not have white hair is to lose them.
hair.
So
C'è il barba trucco. There is a barba trucco.
a trick, magic trick.
Magic trick.
Barba trucco in Italian for Italian viewers.
Yeah. Do you have any particular technique when you play and you sing that you like to use more? Also, I want to ask to the bass player. So, what style do you use? Do you use a finger or pick or slapping or so? What do you do?
I start I start to play the bass guitar with finger. Yes, I always hated the pick, but change the
Pick is for fucking guitar players.
but changed the type of the music. I start to play it with the pick, and now I love the pick.
Okay.
I think knowing Simone and his background, Simone started to play also blues music for a lot of time, and in that environment, you have to develop your finger
Yeah,
to be able
to
to
have more
express
groove.
more groove dynamics, and this is something he has in his background, and he brings that to the valley. But starting to heavier kind of music. For example, I always talk about Tool because I like them very much, but Justin Chancellor is aggressive tone can't be done with fingers. It's very difficult to be aggressive with your fingers on bass guitar. I think so, Simo. No? So this is also a tone choice.
But, at the beginning, I played blues music with finger and listened to bands like Rage Against the Machine. See, where the name of the bassist. Yes.
The bassist of Rage Against the Machine. We have a void in our mind.
Yeah, I can't remember anymore any names. So
So obviously your influence has something to do with your technique.
yeah.
Sorry, we forgot to say hi to Justin. They are very good friends. So the only one that I can reach is Maynard. So Maynard, if you want to wave me or to know me, I'm here.
Maynard is a wine maker. So we in Italy we have a great love for wine. Since we are kids, we receive milk from our mothers and a glass of
Wine.
wine. So we so we are natural friends. Maynard, we can open to Tool if you want. And drink a bottle of wine together.
Call him now.
Yes, Maynard, please.
When it comes to guitar, what kind of techniques do you use? And when it comes to picks, there is what kind of pick do you use? Because of course there is difference on how much thick the pick is, and also material. There are some metal material, but I don't know who use that because usually it's more the plastic ones.
Legend says that Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top and Brian May used some sort of money, a pick obtained from a money, but I don't know if it is true. Speaking of me lowering the threshold, I use when I was young, when I started to play guitars, my teacher used a very particular kind of pick. It was small, is a big stubby from Dunlop, and it is 3 millimeters, very, very thick and small. And this had a lot of impact on my technique, if I can talk about technique, speaking of myself. But because the point of the pick is near your finger, very near to your finger. So I started to develop pinch harmonics and some techniques. My fingers are really near to the strings. So I think this has something to do with my with my tone, if I can say that. Later on, going to the studio, I went with my previous band recording to the Nadir studio, where Tommy Talamanca from Sadist is a pretty great band in Italy. It has opened for Slayer, for a lot of bands. And he told we had some talk about the pick, and I told him that sometimes I cannot hear the cleanness on the. I can't hear the definition I was looking for, and he told me try to change pick, try something less heavy and with softer material. So I went through a big journey that was really. Challenging for me because I was used to that kind of pick, but that helped me a lot. Nowadays, I use pretty. I don't know. Perhaps I have it with me. It's less than 1 millimeter. Now I am leaning towards the Ibanez. These are less. I think they are about 0.8, something like that. And it
Our showgirl show to the people.
Yeah.
our Valletta and basically, this is a pretty hard material that has a good pick attack. When you play with the distortion, you have to be to have some kind of definition to let the notes come through. And but it's I also strum pretty much in choruses, so I don't use only single notes approach. So this kind of pick to me is also useful to it makes the shift from single note playing to strummed chords a little bit easier to me, maintaining the right amount of definition, but giving you the freedom of movement your hand depending on the part you are playing.
Yeah, yeah. What about vocals? What technique? Have you ever experiment with different kind of techniques?
I've studied singing, and so I know I have a base of technical knowledge. My approach to singing is melodic, but I also use my throat for singing, not only my breath, just to have a more distorted vocal, as like I don't know, not distorted like a growl. When I was younger, I tried to, but you have to have you had to have a strong technique just to go on with this type of. And so I am melodical. I use my throat. I use falsetto. There is a strange thing in our kind of music. I think it's not unique, but it's something interesting, and try to use it. And Simone is doing some video for our social. And I also use my throat muscles just to have a stronger voice and a distorted voice, just like I don't know, we talked about grunge music, so I don't know, maybe Chris Cornell, Lane Staley, type of music like this. So melodical, clear, but not too clear, just to have something scratchy in the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is in rock music normally is as a nose approach to the way of singing. So yeah, because I don't know, it's something like about the frequencies. So it's very medium, the nose frequency, and so it goes to the point when you sing it.
Yeah.
And it is more easier. It is easier, and you don't use your voice if you sing like I don't know, just like Smashing Pumpkins. Hi, Smashing Pumpkins. We are the Valley from Italy. Yeah, Billy Corgan. Yeah. Do you want to say something about drum?
Yeah, what kind of techniques do you like to use? And for example, okay, now I have never asked anyone, and I know nothing. I think that I could never be a drummer, neither a singer or a guitarist. If you see, there is a bass on my on my background, so you know where I come from. But when it comes to the what's the name, sticks, the bucket.
Drumsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, so there is differences, for sure there are. So what kind of sticks, drumsticks do you use, and why did you choose a certain material or certain type of drumsticks?
Okay. There are many kind of drumsticks. I use a midweight. There are heavyweight, but I don't use are too faticose,
Too demanding.
Too fatiguing for the player.
Yeah.
I don't like. And I use 5A. 5A, yes.
Okay.
The brand is the same. I don't have a favorite brand.
Unless he's offered an endorsement, obviously.
You would like to say goodbye to, I don't know, tell me.
Focus drum.
Okay, focus drum.
Okay. Well, I use 5A about 20 years, maybe. Wood, yes. Hickory. And well,
I've learned something that I didn't know because I don't know anything about drums from Alessandro about the balance of the drumsticks. It was something very strange. He made me. We were in a great musical store near our zone, and there was a pad on the desk of the shop, and here you can test the drumsticks. And he explained me about the bounce, the bounce of the stick. It was completely different. There are some sticks that have the center of the weight on the back side or on the front side, and this change everything on your playing. Is something really strange. That from a peak point of view, it was a word that I cannot imagine. Very particular.
yes. I prefer use a forward balance on the drumstick. Okay, I prefer use the weight of the drumstick to rebound and to come back easily. When the weight is when to the grip is more difficult to get to do this technique. For me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting because now it's the first time that I ask about drumsticks. Never asked before, and like, okay, wow. So there is many things because I ask about pick, I ask about bass techniques or vocal techniques, but then the drummer, I never asked too much. I had some drummers I didn't ask about those things. Maybe I need to ask more.
Okay.
Maybe I will know everything about everything. No, it's impossible.
One day you will be a drummer too, not only a bassist. Who
Well,
knows?
I don't think that my coordination will be that. I
have to
remember
say
when I
that-
had a band and I was like, okay, let's try to go to the drum set. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah.
I can go behind a drum kit only to sit down.
Yes, when I'm tired. When we are tired, we use yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say that you use chopsticks to play drum and le bacchette del cinese, diciamo. Chinese chopsticks.
At the same time, you can eat some noodles.
Yeah, but they are too fragile, so you break it suddenly.
Yeah, that's a
Come up
problem.
with interesting time signatures with noodles falling
Okay,
on
now I have an idea. So what you should try, you should take some spaghetti and just, of course, you cannot go hard because they are going to fly everywhere, but to give us that something, that Italian touch.
Of course, this is how spaghetti western music were born.
Let's talk about music in general. So you mentioned some of the bands that you love, but do you have a favorite band or favorite artist that you always go back to listen?
To me, this is a very difficult question because I went through different period in my life. So I started with metal music. So thrash metal, I think, the first period of time. Thrash groove metal. So to me, there are two names of my younger stage that are Metallica and Pantera. To me, Dimebag Darrell. To me, everyone talks about Dime for his solo playing. I think he's one of the best rhythm guitar players on the earth. He has a groove that has never been achieved from another guitarist. To me, but later on, I discovered a lot of other music. Adam Jones is a great guitar player. I like it. His atypical approach to its rhythmical, less technical and more rhythmical, and serves to the arrangement of the song and not on Guitar Hero playing. And I discovered that, even if it is metal, I liked very, very much Opeth. So I like another atypical guitar playing. I like Frederick Akeson, the lead guitarist, is one of the best lead guitar players that I ever listened to. But I like very much Michael Ackerfeld approach. That is, especially on the clean parts, is something really atypical for a metalhead. And I like very much his dissonant kind of approach to music. And perhaps my hero, guitar hero, but also producer hero, is Steven Wilson. I like his approach to music. He can take a Chinese chopstick and make some good music. It's incredible. He has used banjos, synths, guitars, bass. Name an instrument that you can make some great music with it. So I think these are. It's difficult to say one name. Perhaps I can say Porcupine Tree, because it's my favorite band, but it's something very hard to say only one name for me.
Yeah, it is.
I bring in my art tree person Tim Comerford from Rage Against the Machine, Jason Newsted from Metallica, at the end Justin Chancellor from Tool. At the bands, there is no one.
There are many.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I passed through different phases in my life, and so I met first of all death metal with, I don't know, Sepultura or Obituary or Death or a lot of strange band. No, not strange, a lot of bands particular. Then I met thrash metal with Metallica. Then I start with grunge, and then I start to love music, and I bought a lot of music. But if I have to say, there are at least 5 bands that I would like to nominate, and there are Pearl Jam, there are Alice in Chains, System of a Down, Tool, and I think it's not a band, but he's one of the biggest artists for me is Jeff Buckley, and I like very much the way he approached to singing, and sometimes I try to emulate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tool. Did I say Tool? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Maynard.
Okay, I start to approach 16, 17 years old with the Dream Theater. I discovered odds timing from them, and I was fall in love with them. Same things of Metallica when pubic hair fall. Stop to listen to Dream Theater, but they
because he's too jealous of the Metallica drummer.
I like Mike Portnoy approach to the music. He is a more technical drummer, but he is I'm okay, more musical.
It's almost melodical.
Also melodical drummer, and I try to get a little think about him, but it's not easy. And after they I listen more punk rock.
Okay.
I love punk rock. I love.
So what bands?
Yes, I have a side project. I play with other friends, and we rearrange classical songs in punk rock style.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's very funny. And then I play with the Valley my music, I like that I play. It's not a funambolic style. We have choose to have a simple approach to the songs. All that we play is functionally to the song. Mattia didn't make ravioli. No, we in Italy says make ravioli when no. It's more simple, but
I think going on with your musical taste, everyone that puts his foot into metal world, there's a time in which thinks that technical music is the best in the world. But going on and knowing a lot of other music, I remember when I first listened to Pink Floyd. To me, I listened to a lot of metal, but to me, The Dark Side of the Moon is the best album ever made on planet Earth. If we can send a message to the alien, we must send Dark Side of the Moon, and there is everything about humanity that can be said. The melodical, the emotional approach to music is what really matters. So I remember a great guitarist that I love. This a great technical guitarist that is Guthrie Govan. Is a beast of a guitarist, and I remember an interview where he said, "I try to express myself, and if with my music, with my guitar playing." And if I go fast on the fretboard, is only because sometimes I am frantic. I am so fast with thinking. I'm a little bit anxious sometimes, and this emotional way of see the world reflects into my music. It isn't a technical display. It is a way to express myself. I think this is the key to good music. It's if you like shredding, like Dimebag Darrell, do it. If it's a way to express yourself, do it. But I think that a melodical approach, more functional to the song structure, is sometimes you have to put your ego on the side and work for the music, for the song. And to me, it's an approach that is winning in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we all think the same way, because often we refuse to make some technical part on the song, only to feature it, to feature our ability to say we can do this. Eros can go on a high note just for the sake of say I can do it. It isn't the point for our music.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to find the feelings and the groove. Simple.
Groove and feeling. If you can match those two ticks on your checklist of good music, I think you are way on the good on a good way to reach a good song.
Yeah. There was a question about what does a good song. So, but it's. I think that there are so many things that somebody can answer, and for sure is up on the listener. So if someone likes something, it doesn't need to be technical, but if the music reach the person deep inside, then it's good. And people are different, so people experience music in a different way, of course. So that's why there are so many different genres of music. And also, when it comes to metal, there are those people that are purist. So just certain band, everything else is shit. But I'm not agree, because also musician needs to experiment to grow. If someone listen or play always the same thing, is not going to change. It's staying there. It's not going to improve in a way. So it's important to listen a bit of everything, and for a musician, be free to experiment. I know that sometimes there are bands that does the first 2-3 albums in a certain way, and then they decide to experiment, and the fans go crazy because they don't like, but musicians should be free. It's art, so art should be freedom.
Yes, of course.
So
It's especially true in, I think, in metal music, because there is, especially in European metal music, there is a sort of cliche, or let's say, something that must be done in a certain way. This is obviously a great limitation for the musician, because if you don't have perfectly tuned vocals, perfectly time-aligned drums, it isn't a true metal album. This isn't the case. I like all the albums where you can. I was listening. I don't remember the song yesterday. I was listening to on the radio on a band that I don't follow. I like something by them, but I don't follow them. It was perhaps Kings of Leon, something like that. And I was I was fascinated by the imperfections on the production, and I liked it very much because it was human. I listened to a guitar that was a little bit out of time, and I liked it very much because that has it was an original touch on the arrangement, and it's difficult, but we try to do something like this. We don't edit like we try to match the good take when we record our music, but perfection isn't our goal. Our goal is to sometimes we, for example, on drums, we found that sometimes the song calls for a little earlier approach, a faster approach on the click track, and sometimes it has to be more relaxed. At first time, we almost find that we weren't perfect, but listening again, we tried to follow the groove, to go to be guided by our drummer, and to exploit this thing, natural thing, as a feeling for the song. And to me, this is what real music is all about, and not perfection, and not be jaded by some restrictions. And obviously this has to do with your choice, with the creative choice. We try to explore also different sounds with our music, trying to go with the more clean and airy kind of sound, or more heavy approach. We don't want to be limited by standards, let's say.
yeah.
For example, talking in a commercial way of writing music, we are not trying to approach a commercial way. But I have to say, if you write always the same song, at one point you will lose your inspiration, and so evolve your music, evolve your kind of sing. I'm talking about me. Evolve your kind of your way to communicate to people. Maybe it's a way to stay original. And if you lose your fan base, we don't have any fan base, so it's not a problem for us. But if if one day you lose your fan base, I think it's not a problem, because music and art should be in Italy we say should not be autoreferenziale. That it means auto-referential, refers to itself. And so you have to show to people your art and your music, but it don't have to be the way that people weight your music. So you have to evolve and do something new, do whatever you want. I think I'm the more
Step
commercial
out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, I'm the more commercial of the four, because I come from rock, American rock music, and it was very, very famous at the moment I started to listen to. But I don't want to. Yeah, I just want to mix the two things, and just to become almost mainstream, but not. It is a joke.
It's very difficult for an artist to, for different reasons, to be really creative and go beyond every definition. I can think about perhaps two person in the entire music history. I think about David Bowie, that has done everything on music, every style of music. Or I like very much Steven Wilson, that has done something very different from metal music to acoustic and experimental music, or electronic experimental music. It's very difficult to do this. first of all, you have to be the knowledge as a musician and the skills to do something so different. But at the same time, you have to have a great trust in yourself to experiment so outside of your comfort zone. You have to trust your fan base or completely not be
Ignore
interested.
them. Yeah.
Ignore them, because I think if you lose someone on the way you trying other route, other ways of express yourself, certainly you will gain other person interested in what you're doing. So go along your way. I think about Opeth. They were blamed by a lot of their fans to go far from their death metal approach, and then they are doing a growl and a different kind of death metal again. So fuck yourself to the people that think you have to follow only one route and go whenever your inspiration brings you. I think this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
important.
I always say if the band, the musician in general needs to experiment, and if someone doesn't like, if I don't like the way that the band is going, I may not listen to that album, but it doesn't mean that I don't like the band anymore. I may not agree with that way, but you never know where the band is going, on which, if they are drifting away and get back on the same, or if they are still experimenting more. I think art should be free and everybody should do whatever they want. There are a lot of bands that change their way of do music, and I think that the people criticize too much. In particular, in Italy, it's every time that on Facebook there is some post on Metal Italia or whatever. I don't even remember what I'm reading on Facebook, but I go to the comments and I don't understand why people are so negative and so critical and so
I
bitter.
I
It's
think the problem is that some a lot of times positive people don't express their thoughts, but negative people always shout their thoughts. So we must always be focused on the fact that a lot of people talk as an artist, people that do his music. If you make your art a public thing that is listened to by other people, you have to accept the fact that someone will criticize it. And but you'll also know that a lot of people like what you're doing, but they don't tell this. Perhaps if you go after a live show, and this happened to us, someone approaches you and tells, your music is great, I love what you're doing, I will follow yourself. But also a lot of people that I talk as a fan. A lot of times I have listened to great shows, but for some reason I didn't went to the artists to tell them they were so good. So we have to accept the fact that a lot of people that are negative will express their opinion, shouting their opinion. A lot of people that that likes what you're doing often doesn't express these their feelings. So
Yeah.
we have to accept this.
yeah, true. Let's get now to my jar of random topics, and let's see
Drum
what
roll.
we are going to talk about. So let's pick one. This one feels good, and it's dreams.
Wow.
Hypnagogia.
Yeah.
So
Dreams in general, talking about dreams.
dreams in general, but if we think about if we go to the dreams that you grow up and you have a dream. What was your dream when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, and were you able to achieve this dream, or you are still working on, or you give up?
I always want to be a rock star. That was my dream since I was, I don't know, 5 years old, because I just want to show me. I don't know to. I don't want to speak about a psychological way, because I don't know. I have some lack of attention by my parents. I don't know, but I just want to show myself, because I do like art in general. I do like. I express myself not with material, with a material way, but with a, I don't know, intellectual way to do this. And to be a rock star, or to be a musician, to be a rock star evolving to be a musician, and I'm still working on it. And I always want to be a singer on a stage, just singing my music, my lyrics, and my dream. And I reached my dream. I don't know, 10 years ago. It's to be on a stage to sing one of your song, and someone of the public sings the lyric of your song. This was a a very, I don't know, my eyes are still wet about this, because it was really a dream comes true. Someone who who sings your music, and you work with, and so it's not that easy to explain the feeling of, but it was really, really goosebump.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
That is my dream.
Yeah.
So, anyone has a dream? Who offer more?
I don't know. Speaking about music, obviously, a dream is always to make your passion a work, and have a live. Have a living through it, gain enough money to make a living out of it. But today, I think I am living a dream, because this band to me is. I don't say an arrival point, a point where I can say yes, I have reached my goals. I think I want to go even on and reach even more with this band. But I think I have had several bands before, one for 18 years, and I lost with the time the freedom to express, really express. That is, we were talking about this before. This the base, the starting point for artist expression. And now we are in a band where this can happen. We can be free to experiment, to do what we want to do. And to me, this is living a dream, because it is not easy to, even if a lot of people share the same passion for music, it isn't always easy to find people that loves what you love, and that are that loves and are serious about this passion. A lot of people will tell you, let's make a band, but after a week they will go away and will not be serious on the project. We instead we are serious about our music. We care about it so much, and we are devoted to our music, and we are good friends. And this is not something that can be, this isn't something you find every day. So in some way, I am living my musical dream, because I'm with the people I want to be with, creating the music I want to do. So this is something I am very proud of.
And there are not negative thoughts. We are connected.
We are very positive about our approach to music. Obviously, we have argument. We discuss about every step we take. It is this is normal, because if you care about something, you will fight for it. It is normal, completely normal. But in the end, we always have the perhaps it's something to do with also our musical way of approaching the music, putting aside our ego to the cause, to the bigger picture. This is the same thing about our project, our music. So I don't know if for Simone is our musical journey is his dream. I don't know. I think so.
But yes, the valley for the first time. Yes, it's a It's a dream, yes, yes. It's a
dream
dream.
coming
Yes,
true.
I always wanted to make the music for the second job. Okay. But maybe will be the first. I don't know. Yes, this is
Work in
the
progress.
thinking. Work in progress. Yes.
b- we are four friends, and all of us put on the project the 25% of the band. There's no come si dice? We- Ah, ok. Non c'è un prevaricatore, non c'è un there is not a leader in the band, ok? And we all put the same passion on the project of the other. My opinion is the same of Simo, Mattia, and Eros in all that we do, from the composition to the t-shirt of the merch. All is in equal subdivision. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we can say that your dreams, what was the dream about all yourself when you were younger was similar, and with the valley you make the dream come true, and
In a way.
you are working to reach even more, because of course you always work to realize your dreams and make the most of them.
It's a daily routine to work reaching your highest dream, but we are working on it. And at least even if we will not be the most famous band in the world, we have enjoyed the trip. So it is
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
a lot. I think that matters. The thing that matters the most.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Let's pick another one. Let's see what we are
Oh.
getting now. Oh, this one. It's a one that comes at the beginning. It was like almost every episode. And then I need to put it down. I don't want to talk, but we can talk about it now, because I think that I haven't talked about this for a while. And it's social media. So, yeah. Well, you are on as band on Instagram. Are you on Facebook too?
Follow us on Instagram. The Valley dot band. It's important.
Yeah,
Not the Canadian.
Not the Canadian band.
yeah. So, do you also have the Facebook of the band or not?
Yes. And
Yes.
how was called?
The Valley Band.
The Valley Band.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, who is the one that
Now
that
you will
that is
discover why we aren't famous yet, because Simone is our social media manager. He only writes no in the post, so we are not very great at communication, at communicating on social network. No, Simone is it makes a great work, because social media is, if you want it or not or don't want it, is the only way to be to reach a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this is an hard daily work. Let's hear what he has to say.
I follow the social platform, particular Instagram the Valley band, Facebook the Valley band, and YouTube the Valley, and write the song to search
For
the
us.
band for us. Yes, and yes, I like it. This job.
I try to express what Simone is saying to us every day about social media managing. First of all, we are not professional about that, so we try to make the right decision trying to follow what our label tells to us, and it's not always easy because, as you told before, someone will comment something not so good in some place. It hasn't been the case with the Valley. We always had a good feedback, to be honest. But sometimes you will find someone that will annoy you in some way. It's the what you have to pay for to be open to the world. So let's say that this way, it's a weight that we have to bear. You have to be. It can be also a fun thing because Simone, for example, is experimenting these days with some videos, putting some images from our video clip. So it's a little pill to have a taste of something that takes more time to be experienced. So sometimes this short attention span that you have on social media can be something like a Troy horse to enter in a bigger environment made by our music. So let's take this way. It's something to do, sort of biglietto da visita. How you say? It's a presentation, a small presentation of what you have to offer. Obviously, these days we often stop at the meme, the little content that has a lot of view for a short period of time. For a band, this is the case. We have to grow a fan base, and so I don't think it is a work that gives you immediate result. You have to work on it every day, and so we're trying to achieve this. You have to be interesting, original, to be catchy, but at the same time to be able to bring some content, because if you don't have a little bit of ciccia, a little of
Meat.
argument, meat to bring to the table, people will put a like one time, but won't follow you anymore. So it's like advertising. It's like something like that.
Yeah. And there is so much stuff on the social media, and for me that I'm mainly a photographer, it's not my job. Everything that I do, interviews and photography, are all just a hobby, because I love music, because I like to chat with bands, artists, and to also help the bands to have more attention from people if I manage to. But if I think about Instagram, and at the beginning it was like about photos. So then it was for a photographer. It was like, okay, it's good. It's like to have a bigger portfolio in a way. But then when it came to, I think it's Corona time, when the video start to be a thing also on Instagram, and I don't know. Yeah, sometimes there are some video, yeah, that mostly, the funny one. It's always good for a moment, but my photography work, they don't reach people anymore. People are not interested in the photo. They are interested in a video, and sometimes not.
Entertainment or little little pills of joy. It is strange because it's something like this bring me. This is about another topic, but it brings me to mind the Porcupine Tree song "Radioactive Toy." It's something like something that comes to the people for a reason, with an intent, but then it with almost like an independent will, it becomes something different. It is like Skynet from Terminator, when it is something that is created for a service to other people, and then with his will become something completely different. We have to deal with this. This is something that that first time Instagram was born about photography, and only photographers post something because other people were scared about this. But in a small period of time, this became almost like a circus with every kind of entertainment, from there is a lot of great content, but there is also a lot of trash, and it's up to you, to the people that use the social, to be conscious about it, to know that there is a lot of shit, garbage, and there's to make a choice. We have always have the choice on everything. So I think we have our
brain.
brain, and we must use it.
We should use it.
Yeah. I just want to say that we, for now, decided not to invest any money on the advertising, because we just want to do things with our own strength. And I don't know if maybe in the future we have to invest something or some money. It's not a problem if you do, but just do with the focus. Just do it not just to reach people in general, but just to lead our kind of our way of see music, or see our artistical word. Just it's not good to say that I have to spend money to reach someone, but if I have to, I just want to do in the correct way, just to reach the people that is able to understand our look, our point of view, and not everyone just like because I paid for it.
The idea is to make a social network work for us, and not the other way around. This might be a way to introduce people to our music. The focus is on the value of our content, not the spot, the light, the bells and whistles. We have to bring something to the people, and this is our focus. The rest is like an advertisement on TV. If you have a good spot about Coca-Cola, and the Coca-Cola isn't good, you will not buy Coca-Cola. This is a stupid example, but
sorry, just want to wave my family that is going away. Ciao Marco, ciao Giorgia.
I'm waving.
And I just wanted to say something, but I forgot it. Yeah, and now the party starts.
Are you all on social media as a person? We are not talking about as band, because we know, but as person, what social media do you use, and are you active? Do you like, or you are like, yeah, I have the social media, but I'm not doing anything with that?
Yes, that's my case. I have a Facebook. I have Instagram. I also have a Thread, the new one from yeah, but I don't use it. I just try to use. Sometimes I try to use Instagram as the singer of the Valley Band, not for Eros, but I'm not very in with the technology, and so yeah, Simone does it for me.
I am a passive and no wait no okay. I'm a passive user of socials. I use Instagram only to send memes to them and stop. That's my use of social media. And
as the new storyteller says on Instagram, the way of being friend is just to send each other memes and not talk about anything.
Usually, yes, we obviously we are stupid. We joke, have a lot of jokes. So obviously, Instagram, especially a silly person. Obviously, Instagram offers a lot of entertainment, of funny entertainment, but sometimes the risk is to be eaten by the monster. We have to be conscious. I think that time is one of the most precious thing we have in life, so we don't have to waste it. Sometimes the impression I have as a user of Instagram in particular is to make a loss of my time, and sometimes I am conscious of the fact that I am on the social media too much time. I want to invest my time in other activities. So. But the main use of Instagram for me is to share again what is done by our band page, and to it is a good way to find connections with other bands, other people. So in some way it has a positive value, but we must be careful with it. It's almost like a weapon. You can always pick it from the wrong side
The
and
wrong side.
shoot to yourself. Yes.
Yes, I am a very active person on Instagram because I follow my page, the band page, and I'm looking for to grow up
As a band.
as a band. Yes, I want to
Learn more.
learn more. Yes,
Yeah.
from yes the others, but I want to create my personal way.
Style,
Yes,
way.
and with the help the other guys, yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. We can.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have this love hate for social media nowadays. Um, I am a lot on social media, but it depends. Now, I think that in the last month, I haven't been that active because maybe I was a bit tired. So if I'm tired, I don't really care about social media. But I've been on social media for well, next year is 20 years that I have been on social media.
You've seen
So
MySpace.
MySpace, and then there was Netlog in Italy.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but MySpace was the biggest, and then there was the one of MSN, and there was MSN space or whatever.
I remember.
Yeah, and yeah, so MySpace was the biggest for me. I met a lot of people from that, and it was so different. I think that it was the best of the social media because you on your profile you were able to put a song from whatever band you want, and you were able to change whenever you want, and the layout you had you were like personalizing and deciding to follow people.
Almost like the
And
wall of your room as a teenager.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
a way to express what you were listening to, what you
yeah,
had on your
yeah.
mind. Yes.
And it was not the fake image of a person. It was the what the person had inside. Yeah, there were the picture, but they were not that big of a thing. Then 2006, at the end of 2006, I was on Facebook, and I was just one of the few Italians, I think, back in 2006, because I had those friends from United States that talk about Facebook. So I was okay, let's try, and it was so different. It changed during the years so many times that it changed all the time. I don't even know anymore. Now it's like all the time I have some advertising or stuff that I don't care.
This is
But
incredible. On Facebook, it is. Sometimes I deleted at one time from all social medias, and recently for the band, mainly for the band, I turned back on the social platforms. And Facebook, it's something really strange. A day I was watching it, and I was telling to myself, but why am I here? I am not seeing anything from one of my friends. Friends, so why I'm here? And I went away. It is something strange. I think something happened similar to video games. I am not nowadays so active on video games. I was in when I was a kid. I remember when I was a little kid, video games were a way to stay together, and you had a physical net of person of friendship with going on with the games. Nowadays, it is all uh, almost unpersonal. You have links with the people all around the world, but you are not sharing time with them. Something similar has happened to social media. MySpace was a network, a more local network. You were following people you personally knew. Today, this isn't the case. And perhaps, as you were saying, now we on social media we try to make to share an idealistic view of ourselves, not our real image. So this is something that on which we have to think about. We want to spend time on something that is fake, that isn't human, or we want to spend more time with the physical person, or even with in something in a space like this one, where we are not in the same room, but we are communicating as humans. This is
Yeah.
something very different from a social platform. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I have those mixed feelings, love and hate
Yeah,
feelings
yeah,
about.
it's love hate. I like to share when it music stuff related mostly. Sometimes, yeah, also stuff that are part of my daily life, my job and stuff like that. But mostly is music, and look for bands, because the world is full of bands that are interesting. So social media sometimes help to get introduced to some new bands, and that's good. But there is so much fake around, so much I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. But there is one thing that I'm happy about, is that I did not grow up with social media, so
Yeah,
that's something great.
Analogic generation. We're still the analogic generation. So
Yeah,
we know what it is to be with friends in the same room around the table, playing, joking together, playing a table game, or talking about stupid things and laugh together. Today, some people, some young people don't know what this is all about.
yeah,
yeah, or
yeah,
just exit from home and go looking for your friends. No, we meet them in that place at that hour and that moment, and so it was not. Um, I'm a little bit afraid about social media. TikTok, for example.
mm,
A few days ago, I was on a train with my wife, and there were at the, beside us at the other place on the train. There was a mother who was looking to TikTok with a high volume, and there were a lot of laughing that the people love. There was this kind of I don't know what, and his son was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and unfortunately, he was not completely okay with his brain. I don't know how to say it. And his mother didn't manage it, didn't take care of him. So he just wanted to, he started to cry and he started to go around in the train. And his mother didn't look at him at all. And I have a son, the 13 years old son, and I'm a little bit afraid of his use of the net, of the social, and that's it. So it's
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
experience.
It's something that we may think about what the future will bring to us, because social media, it's um, a very big things for young people, and they grow up with a phone in their hand pretty much.
Yeah.
And also with all this artificial intelligence, that it's sometimes it's very difficult to say, is that video fake or not. So the brain is not trained anymore, because it's a kind of manipulate from the social media and artificial intelligence. So if we think about we millennials, if we want to call us with a generational name, growing
Senior.
up, yeah, growing up without the social media, and just with the seeing the evolution of technology, and thinking about the brain, uh, es- we never use the brain, the human being never use the brain 100%. So uh, more we go on, lesser will be the percentage of usage of brain, I think. So when we are going to be old and we will need a doctor and stuff like that, do you think that we will have someone capable of taking care of us, or will be everybody so brainwashed that they will be, I don't know what to do with this. I'm a bit scared about the future when I'm going to be in my 70s, 80s, and if all around people are unable to, uh, count money or read the analogical clock, for example.
But I have a hope. I have to say that my son, my 13 years old, is very critical to social media, to artificial intelligence, and he that tells me, Dad, pay attention to this because it's no good. And so maybe he has the right, his generation has the right instrument to understand what is going on, and maybe I don't have the structure of the knowledge to I don't know, just to afford it. And so there's a hope. My son is not that rot brain, and I have to say that many of his friends. Okay, Simone is going to eat a chocolate pocket coffee.
Pocket
It's a
coffee.
coffee chocolate, Italian chocolate coffee. Yeah. And so this is my hope that the new generation is more smarter than us.
My biggest fear is about perhaps it depends on the artistic and musical point of view, is the short attention time that people, not only the young people, but in general every people has. I think that it is almost an ethical point of view on this topic that has to be done, because give your time, your attention to another person is something that makes us human. So if you have you are not you have not the will to give other people some time, some attention, is something that makes us distant from what we are supposed to do as human. This is one aspect that is important, I think, to think about on social media. Uh, uh, I don't know. This is perhaps the biggest thing. We will see in the future what
Yeah,
what
yeah,
will
we will see what the future bring. I hope that there is going to be a change when it comes to social media, because of course technology always evolve, and if it could be in a better way. So
what can
if
this is another aspect that about social media that can be extended to other
mm,
human creation, is the thing that sometimes we create something with a scope, as we were telling before about social media, Instagram, and etc. You sometimes create something with the scope, and then your creation goes in a way that you haven't you
thought.
weren't able to think at the beginning. Um, Social media, I think, has done something like this. We at the beginning, the man tried to create this to connect people, to create more link between the person, or to connect with people from the other side of the globe. But now, I think the creature has its own will, and this is something that we have to think about when technology is born for as an help for the man. But sometimes, and it is happened a lot of time, technology become a weapon, and the man is is not helped by technology anymore. I think about the atomic energy, but technology in general. Artificial intelligence is another great topic. I don't know if nowadays artificial intelligence is always used as a tool for us. I don't know if it is the case. If this human craft is really at the service of humanity. I don't know.
We will see. We will see. When it comes to artificial intelligence, now there are a lot of bands, musicians that are talking out because Spotify offer a lot of artificial intelligence artist music. I personally never listen to any of those because what I listen to Spotify are bands that I know that exist, that I have seen live usually, or that of course, I get via email from manager and promotion the email. So then I discover new band, and I always love to discover new bands. So what I listen are real musicians. So I never listen. I don't know. I never listen if Spotify suggests me something in that way. But
I read about
yeah,
something. There was a band that is quite similar to, I don't know, Led Zeppelin or Eagles, 770 Music, and they had 400,000 followers, but the music was awful. Nowadays, AI is not able to do good music,
yeah,
and so we wish
yeah.
today.
And also, for example, I prefer to I listen to music, but the main point for me is the live music. Live music is what I feel the energy from the stage. It's that something. So if I like a band, I hope to see the band live one day. So
Yeah.
that's the main point for me.
For example, not written by recording our music, we try to give donate to the listener the same energy that our live music does. So sometimes we say, talking each other, this is not what we're gonna do live, and so we don't like that kind of record, and that's it. So for example, we don't do second voices, background voices, and so I have a little bit of background voices in our recording, but they are not the main. So if you
the idea is not to overproduce what you do, giving a fake vision of what you are live. Obviously, live music has an energy that is difficult to be put on tape, let's say digital tape today. So obviously, you have some techniques that you have to do to emulate this energy. For example, we have one guitar, but we track two guitars because this is the a technical way to try to recreate the same energy that we have live. Obviously, something like this has to be done, but usually we try to be true to our live version of ourselves. Music is born primarily by a band that plays music and people that listen to this. So we try to not be too far from that experience when we put everything on tape.
Yeah, and that's I think it's the best thing. Of course, then when it comes to live music, and there are a lot of bands that use pre-record bass kind of, so some chorus or other sounds, and I mean, there are people that like or not like. I don't see that like something wrong. I listen to a lot of band that then live they need, for example, some orchestration stuff. Of course, you don't have an orchestral on the stage with you, so you need to do what you can, and then the vision that the band has for their music, it's different from each other. So someone has this big orchestrational stuff and certain sounds that need to be put in the songs, and then live maybe a bit tricky to reproduce, so they need to find a way. So the pre-record having a bass kind of is the way to go, but it doesn't that take off from the artist itself, in my opinion. But then it's
Obviously it depends on your vision on your music. If you
yeah.
want to have an orchestration on one song, and it is the particular aspect of your song, obviously you will have to bring some kind of pre-recorded bass with you. It is obvious, but in our vision, we always try to make something that is replicable,
Real.
real, and that is possible to make also on a stage by only four of us. So it is an approach. There isn't something that is good or
Yeah, yeah,
right and
yeah.
something that is wrong. I've seen bands with a lot of. Recently, I saw a band that has some sort of metal mixed by almost dance music with some bass. I prefer. I don't don't mention it. It's a good band. It's a good band in their genre, but I don't like this kind of music. But they are a good band, and they are playing around Europe and the world. They are a good band. But to me, I think that if you can replicate this sound with an instrument, you must do with an instrument this thing with an instrument and not with a pre-recorded bass. I think about Yes, owner of a Lonely Heart with a lot of samples. This is impossible. It is not possible to do live without something pre-recorded, obviously.
Yeah.
But for example, I think about some progressive rock band, contemporary rock band. I like them very much. For example, the Anekdoten from Sweden. I like them very, very much. I've seen them live. They use a mellotron to replicate. They play what they have on
Yeah,
the record.
yeah.
I like more this kind of approach, even if the live arrangement is a bit more sparse and less dense than on the record. But I think this is an approach that is more true to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
vision of the band, and is to me is more respectful for the band, the public, because the fan, because who is listening to you was to is here to hear something that is true and not otherwise you can listen to the music recorded music on Spotify and the live experience is something that to me has to do with the live making of what you are hearing. So, but it's a
Yeah.
personal way of
Yeah,
seeing.
yeah. It's when it comes to live music, it's the thing is, I like when the band is better live than on the record. It's something, and it happened a lot of time. It's like, whoa. And then there have been bigger bands that were boring. Usually smaller band are better, are it's more enjoyable to see the live than bigger names, and it's something that
I
that
think
it doesn't make sense, but it does.
I think
Yeah.
this has to do with the overproduction we were talking about earlier. If you trick people's ears with a lot of overdubs, choruses, background voices, when you will have this the same song live, it will be completely another thing. So I think this is sometimes it's difficult to keep yourself a little bit on the back, not to exaggerate on your. Sometimes you hear something, you hear a music and say here that would be nice to have a chorus, a background voice, but you have to reach a limit where this become fake when you will do it live. So. It's difficult. It's something that has to do with taste and with experience. Sometimes you realize when you make a song live that you have recorded with too much things, you are aware of it, and to me, this isn't a good way of working to all four of us. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why my bandmates are starting to trying to doing background vocals. So for the next live, we just want to try to reproduce live what we we recorded. So just to, as Mattia said, to respect the people that is going to listen to us. Many people is going to listen to us. A lot of people.
Yeah. But now let's go to the most important thing in the world. You know what it is? It's pizza.
Yeah.
And as Italian, I think that you like pizza. Am I right?
Obviously.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite pizza?
Yeah, I go first. Is the Diavola one, that it means a margherita with salami. That's my favorite. Then I ate a lot of kind of pizza and pizza. May I pronounce in Italian pizza, not pizza? And there are a lot of. You can choose a lot of types, but my favorite one is Diavola.
Very, very metal, Diavola, because it's the pizza of Satan. So
The number of
yeah. I like pizza very much. I like 4 cheese red one is one of my favorite. 4 formaggi rossa for the cholesterol. This is not good for your blood exams, but it's very good for your stomach. I like very much also the one with rucola. I like the salad that is very how you say this? Picantine, like chili, like pepper, a little the come si dice? Spicy, yes. And I like the sausage, salsiccia on the pizza is very good. But I am a pizzaiolo provetto because I make pizza every almost every Saturday because I am old now. I go outside with my girlfriend less than when I was young. I make pizza on a Saturday. So with it's a secret recipe, so I cannot tell it.
You cannot share.
We can't say that because in 6 years I never taste this pizza, so I don't know if it is good or not.
Now you have to do the pizza for everybody.
Yes, of course. I have some photos, but you cannot taste the photos, so I must do the pizza.
My friends pizzaiolo called my favorite Terrona. Terrona, like the man from the south of Italy, the south of Italy. Simple. It's Diavola pizza with salame, spicy salame, gorgonzola, and red garlic. Blue cheese. Yeah, blue cheese, gorgonzola. Yeah.
Spettacolo. Very good.
And my pizza is a little variant, no, different. A little. My favorite pizza is onion, blue cheese, and salsiccia.
Sausage.
Very light. Mozzarella and pomodoro sauce. Yes.
Yeah. So strong taste for everybody.
And what's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza.
Does anyone ask you?
Me, everybody. I probably answering this question every time. So
Okay.
people, if someone has watched Metal Pizza before, know maybe my answer. Not every time I say, but yeah, my favorite is margherita, supplemento olive e stracchino.
Okay, good. You were afraid of something.
No, I think she says pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple pizza. It's a way to no?
So now that you mention pineapple, I have a question for you.
Cool.
Does pineapple belong to pizza?
Not in mine pizza. That's the most democristiana answer of the word. But if someone wants to have pineapple on the pizza, just do it. But it's not mine.
To be completely honest, I have tasted pizza with pineapple in my life. I think I was in London when I was a little kid, and to be honest, it wasn't bad. But I had to eat pineapple first, remove it from the pizza, and then eat the pizza. Because for an Italian, it's like I don't know, it's something that goes against your religion. Eat a pizza with pineapple, but everyone in the world can do what they want. If you want to eat kebab with tortellini inside, you can do it if you like it. But I think it's the correct way to eat it.
Ok, tortellini kebab.
I think we have said everything that has to be said on the pineapple pizza argument.
He's just trying to do something. He's munching something, but I don't know.
I tried many years ago in Barcelona the pizza pineapples. I didn't pay.
He didn't pay for the pizza because he didn't like it. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I always also say that pineapple, if it's not on my pizza, okay, I don't like it. For me, sweet and salty doesn't belong together. I know that in many cuisines, like in many cuisines, in certain culinary word places, it's part of being this, sweet and sour and salty. But
For example, in Chinese cuisine, I don't know if it's in plates. It's something that is pretty good. For example, the chicken, pardon, the chicken with ananas is with pineapple. Ananas in Italian is pretty good, but it's something different from what. Yes, salt and sweet, but it's not your typical taste you want on your pizza. Let's say this way.
yeah,
For example, let's talk about European cuisine. Not in Finland, but for example, I don't know if in Finland, but in Sweden, meatball with jam.
yeah, it's also in Finland something.
No, not blueberry.
Blueberry jam or
Cranberry.
cranberry. Yeah, it's good.
Also, I remember in Italy, as a breakfast in northern Italy, there is an omelette with eggs with I think this is mirtillo. How is mirtillo in cranberries? Jam on it.
Mirtillo.
Blueberry,
No?
perhaps.
Oh, sì.
Blueberries, perhaps. This is, but you don't put the salt on your eggs, because otherwise it can be something strange. My father tasted this when it was there. It is something strange. It is perhaps something that has to do more with the German way of eating than Italian way, but it's a sort of a mix of the cultures.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There is. I think that it's mostly my own taste that I don't like, because I have had some Chinese food where there was, I think, some mandarino. What's the name of the fruit, or pineapple, and I didn't notice, and just I was eating, and then it was, oh, it's sweet, and then I just had to take it off of my mouth. It was just the fruit piece, because if you put and you cook with that, and then you put the fruit off, it's okay. But if I get the fruit in my mouth, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't work. And also it's like melone e prosciutto crudo. For
I
me,
don't
it's
like.
not, it's
Also,
it's a
to me,
big no.
I don't like melon, but I think that that are two things from two different universes. To me, it's not. Yes, I.
Depends of I mean, it depends of the taste. For example, it's one of the best food for my wife, prosciutto e melone. But I think that talking about Asian food, it's a completely different way of seafood.
Mm.
I read somewhere, I don't remember where, I read that the way of cooking is completely different, because for example in the West, our way of cooking food is in big portion of food. For example, a steak, it's big. For example, in China, in the east of Asia, the way of cooking cooking food is in little pieces. In a little they slice everything, because it's a sort of seeing themselves. They are a big population of a lot of people, and they are pretty much communist, if we have to say, in a political way, and so they are part of one of a big group of person. And I think he's the philosopher, but I think after the illuminism, the way of being opportunism sees the occidental people, I don't know if Western people in that way. So io valgo, I'm important, and so the way I cook is reflects my way of seeing myself. It's something like this. Then they put pineapple in food, and it's awful, but it was something.
It's strange. There is a universe of culture behind the food. For example, about Eastern cooking, I remember that the use of a fork and knife is something that isn't common in the culture of Japan, for example, because culturally the weapons were put out of the table when they meet. So they have they eat. So this is, for example, is a cultural way, because I think that this was it has to do with a sort of like, what can I say? How can I say it? The caste tipo, the social divisions, that if you are from a higher part of the culture, you reject the use of weapon. And on the table, these knives are for samurai, not for people on the table. So you find this approach on the size of the food. You use don't have to cut anything on the Japan food.
Yeah. You know, it came in my mind also that in certain countries in Africa, now I don't remember which country that I was saying a documentary, but they eat without using their hands, and bread, and it's and yeah, and sharing with everybody. So it's like the big plate, everybody are around, and that's I think it's very interesting how different the way of eating is in different part of the world.
My grandfather used to tell me that when he was younger, he was born in the 1924, a century ago, and when he was a child, you do something like in Italy we call it polenta. It's a sort of maize pudding. I don't know. It's a sort of a maize pudding, and they cover all the table with with this polenta, and there were only a little bit of sugo, of sausage, of sauce in the center of the table, and then you have to eat without using the sauce, and then the one who reached the sauce could anything more than could eat anything more than this kind of. So it was taken for poor. They were very poor, so but it's maybe something similar to African one, because it's part of the sharing, and I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Also in the Middle East, I remember my grandfather. It was in of the 24. Even my nonno, my grandfather Angelo, for a political reason, it has to leave his work here, and he was on a ship around the world for a period of time, and he had the opportunity to have a lunch with some people from Middle East, and they wanted to share their food, and they brought, I think it was a lamb with rice and some sauce, and they were all together without any fork or anything, and they were sharing their food together. And this is something that has to do with the community. The sharing of this food, especially in Italy, is not always only for survival reasons. It is a cultural sharing of knowledge, of culture. Is a word that has a lot of history behind.
Every time that you go out with one of your friends or one of your relatives, you eat something because it's a way to share something. I think it's very, very Italian, like
stupid
That's
things for
true.
Italian, but this is normal for us. If you go to a friend's house, you bring something to drink or to eat, unless you are Simone. Simone, no. But
Simone is more from Finland. Yeah. You just bring your own beer for yourself.
it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It's interesting the way that also in Europe the countries are so different. I have been living in Finland for 12 years, and the thing is that you go to the bar and the people drink to become drunk in a way, but also because you cannot buy food. It's not, for example, for me, if I go to a pub, I want to eat some French fries or something, and when I'm drinking, I don't like just to drink. I
And
like
they
to
don't give
eat
you
at the
anything
same
to
time.
eat.
And
Why?
here is like not common, but they are changing. They are start to understanding the taste is important also.
In Finland this summer. I've been in Finland this summer. Yeah.
Yeah. Where you were?
In the capital, the name Finlandia.
Helsinki.
Helsinki. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
only a day, so I
Okay.
didn't see. Okay.
Yeah.
We must say to Finland that there is a lot of money opportunity. If you make something to drink with something to eat, the owner of they earn a lot of money.
It's money. Also, you go to the bar. For example, every time that I come back to Italy and I go and we order something, and then there is always some chips or some bread stuff,
Peanuts,
and
something.
that means that I'm going to be more thirsty, so I need to order again, and money
In Italy,
comes.
we are son of a bitch, you know.
You go to pizzeria and you have to wait for your pizza, so you order your drink, but what they do, they put bread or grissini, and then you eat those, and then you need to order another drinks because the drink
Yes.
is over. So
Italian people are very smart.
in that way,
In that way,
yeah, you know how to get money.
money.
Here,
Yes.
I don't know if it's some restriction due to some law and the taxes and stuff like that. It's a bit more complex in that way, but I think that some changes are happening. So yeah, I'm teaching people to eat while drinking.
Yeah. Where are you from in Italy, Cristina?
Trieste.
Trieste. Okay. I was trying to imagine by your accent and in something, from the north of Italy, but maybe it's something similar to, I don't know, Emilia Romagna with the S, or I don't know. It sounds me like that.
You know, when I talk, I think that when I talk English, it's I don't think that I have the clear accent from Trieste that I have heard. For example, I remember watching Luca Turilli's interview in the past, and it was like so clear that he is from Trieste. It was like, okay, and then I was thinking, do I speak like him when I speak English? But then I realized I have an accent, but I think that is a bit melt with the Finnish language.
Do you also
So
speak Finnish?
I
Do you
speak
also
Finnish.
speak okay.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
something to us, please.
What do you
Let's
want
do
that
the
I
interview
say?
in Finnish.
What do you want that I say?
I don't know. What do you want that I say when you ask me something?
I will introduce you in Finnish.
Okay.
Tämä bändin nimi on The Valley. The Valley on Italiasta ja ne soitavat alternative prog metallimusiikkia.
And what we should say in Finnish?
In Finnish, what you should say?
Yeah.
Well, I can teach you how to say thank you.
Okay.
So thank you is kiitos.
Kiitos.
Yes, with two e, kiitos.
Kiitos. It seems Greek.
And then if you want to say hello, you can say moi.
Moi.
Yes.
So just to say hi, the Valley here from Italy in Finnish.
Moi. Me olemme The Valley Italiasta.
Moi, me olemme The Valley Italiasta. Yo! Yeah.
We are ready to tour in Finland.
Yeah. If you find some dates, some gigging, we will. Okay.
Let's book the guys.
Okay.
But now let's go to the question that the previous guest left you.
Figo. Tra l'altro c'ho una roba fighissima per quelli dopo.
So the question is, if you were a vegetable, which one would you be and why?
Oh fuck. I don't know. How many time do I have to answer? If I were a vegetable, okay.
Yes, I'm thinking about things that can be said, but I think that
Well, you can say everything. Then
I would not want to be like a carrot or something long, because some people would have some strange thought about the use of the vegetable.
Okay. No, first of all, the nationality of the person who made this
Finnish.
Finnish is Finnish. So I don't know the Finnish culture, but I don't know. I would say the name of the vegetable that I love more, that is cauliflower, and so I will be cauliflower because the structure of the cauliflower is similar to the only proportion of the structure of the universe. Talking about the sezione aura, I don't know how to say the Fibonacci sequence. So everything is built with the same proportion with the measures. So I will be a cauliflower because I'm the Fibonacci guy.
And also, you will be remembered even after you have been eaten, because the smell from yeah. But this is another story. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. What about the others? What vegetable? If you don't have yet, I can tell you the story how I answered, because I was thinking, what if I was? So the video is still not out, but today probably I will upload the episode, and I will cut the moment when I say that I will be a tomato because tomato makes everything better. And then I start to laugh because I was like thinking about tomatoes. Tomatoes makes everything better. But I was thinking about food, about taste. And then I start to laugh because I was thinking I didn't mean that I do everything better. It came out in that way. So still thinking,
So, but answer?
I don't know. It's no.
It's easier to talk about music, social media. Was another question.
Don't be afraid of your answer. Just go with one that looks or feels like you or that you love.
But apart from the carrot or something long that I don't want to be, I can say that I would like to be some tasty salad from Italy, like Indivia or Scarola, that are very tasty and they are a healthy food. So with stracchino, no, with because this can be a good ingredient for other recipe, and also a good food for our health. So when you match health and taste, is a great match.
Com'è che si dice il prezzemolo che sta
Parsley. Parsley.
Parsley.
Parsley.
Parsley.
Yeah.
Ah, parsley.
It wants to be parsley.
Parsley. It fits well with everywhere. Yes.
Because
And it is everywhere.
it comes out of the blue everywhere.
I think maybe I can be a cucumber. Cucumber, sorry. Cucumber.
Because he wants to say in the S of people.
No, because I wanna be like Rick Cucumber.
Now it's your time to leave the question for the next.
I have an idea. Then, if everyone likes it, okay. So otherwise, we cut it. So next interviewer, would you like to write a song with us? I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, the way is just to, I don't know, mix. I don't know.
Write a song is not easy, but perhaps feature a
Collaboration.
an instrument. It would be fun. Yes, why not?
Yeah. Let's see what the next will answer.
Please choose the right genre, because if you don't know, not black metal or something like this.
I must say that
Not
it's a bit different, but let's see. You know, sometimes there are very different genres that go together and create great stuff.
I don't know. This idea came to my mind because I don't know. It's a way to know other people. It's a way to share something. It's a mix of everything we said during this long interview, I have to say. but we did have a lot of fun with you, and I don't know. Maybe it's a way to know other people. If they are more famous than us, it would be it would be a good thing. But well, maybe yes. I don't know.
Yeah. I will create I'm just start to create the question answer mini video, but I'm at the beginning, and it was I think 2 years ago when I start with the question stuff. So I have a lot to catch up with. But so you will have the video when you ask, and then I will put the answer of the
Okay.
other one. So
Good.
at some point, I'm going to share like this.
We don't have to forget that this is a question, so someone can ask, can answer. No, we don't want. So
For example, Simone will ask no.
if you ask this question to Simone, he will say no. So
What?
Yeah. But thank you so much for your time. It was such fun to have you as guest, and I hope that people enjoy the whole interview. So you need to watch the whole interview, not just the beginning or the end. I want the whole thing, because there are so many things here important.
There is a lot of philosophy, a lot of poetry, a lot of fun, and a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Food.
proud.
and vegetables, food. Yeah.
Eat your vegetables.
Yes.
Would you like to add something before we close this episode?
I don't know. No, follow us on Instagram. Is really. No, I don't know. Now, I want to thank you. I want to thank you because it has been a very very good experience. As I said, as we said in Italian first before of the interview, it's our first time. We were a little bit afraid of the English of the questions, but you have a very good English, and so it's easy for us
Thank you.
to understand what you're saying. And no, it's for true. It's for true. You're very funny in a good way, I have to say. And we told a lot of interesting thing. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we want to thank you because it's not only for the space to talk, but also for my space, for the space, but also for your questions. They were a great way to talk about us as a persons and as a band. So thank you very much, Cristina.
Thank you.
Ciao a tutti. Hi.
And